It's been a rainy morning in most parts of Accra and other parts of the country, but life still goes on, and I know, or I hope you're at work or home doing something productive. Live from digital address GA0992539 here in Kukamemle, Accra. Yours truly, Mabita Sibidi here, ready to mirror your comments to the rest of the world. We're also on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 144. On WhatsApp, it's 055-815-7074. So send those messages through and we'll read them to our viewers. You can also join the conversation on Facebook and Twitter. We are Joy News on TV. Let's start with some politics, and it's a tale of two cities. Here's the first one. Former Deputy Communications Minister Felix Ofosu says former President John Dramani Mahama will emerge victorious if elections are held today. He believes this will be possible because the Akufo-Addo government has failed to deliver on its promises. So what do you think? Do you think they'll be victorious? And let's go to Kwabena, who says, sometimes when you hear jokers like this, you laugh small. NDC has nothing good for Ghanaians. It will be difficult for maybe again 2034. You got five replies. Let's see if we can get those replies from Kwabena, who says, let's see, Edward comes in to say, what is good under this government with all the noise they made before coming to power? And Kwabena says, Nana Addo government in 13 months is best than Mahama 8 years. Ask everyone. And Bliss Kwame says, Kwabena said you get brain. Why? Okay, let's see if we can get more comments on that. Hassan says, ha ha ha, the only thing NPP can tell us they did is the free SHS, which is even suffering for lack of funds. Where's the one district, one factory, one constituency, $1 million? Now you want to sell Ghana for modern day slavery for only $20 million. What a shame. Nana Kwame comes in to say that so far NDC has not given any alternative solutions to NPP's so-called failed promises. They have not given me alternative to free SHS, which my junior cousins and nephews are enjoying, nor have they given me alternative to the teacher training and nursing training allowances restored. Will they abolish them? I think these are the issues we're looking for to make decisions. If NPP were in opposition, by now some lectures happen on Ghana's economy, and that would have been the debate. Dari comes in to say, Opan is an embarrassment to himself and the people of Ghana. First, they auctioned him. I think the money was not enough, so they ended up selling the whole country. And let's see if we can go to Prince's comment on that, who says, with the 44.4% or the comfortable lead, what will make anyone change his mind on John Mahama? What has changed about him? Even if Akufo-Addo were to fail, what will make any reasonable person vote JM back? Let's see if we can go to Steve Kobe, who says, Apu, who Mr. Dead Goat JM never and ever as Ghana president again. You think we Ghanaians don't think Ghana? Over my dead body, the dead has nothing to do with living, so must stop dreaming for power again. Let's go to Michael, who says, Felix Osofu should stop his hypocritical conduct and stop deceiving himself because erstwhile Mahama-led government economic mess he left behind can be solved by a new government for a year and 3 months. NDC can't win political power again in Ghana anytime soon because Ghanaians are discerning and politically mature now and cannot be deceived by the NDC's usual propaganda and lies. Former President Mahama, who's on record to have accepted a car bribe for award of road contracts, shouldn't think of becoming president again. And I can't think far why Ghana can't repeal the indemnity clause to allow those corrupt former presidents to be prosecuted. Let's see if we can go to Frederick, who says, these same people made him fall. JM was a good political figure. The people around him didn't help him. People like Felix talks too much. They have facts, but at the end of delivery, it turns into junk. And Prince Jacob Sena Jr. says, Felix is hallucinating. Currently, our economy has taken off. Free senior high, nurses and teacher training allowances restored. No create, loot and share. Felix will never see any of these because 8 years was enough to make some of them millionaires. And Thomas also says, assuming without admitting that Ghanaians are not satisfied with Nana Addo, on what basis will any meaningful Ghanaian decide to choose Mahama over Nana Addo? What did he achieve to convince us to vote for him? And Kweku Gideon says, a political party led by Mosquito General, what else can you expect from them? So far, NDC have not contributed anything to Ghana's economic discussion, always tickling themselves. And we're going to take another one before we go to WhatsApp. Dala Sani says, even when defeat stared them right in the face, they were still deceiving themselves to be in comfortable lead. Let him continue swimming in his oceans of illusion. So those are some of your Facebook comments. Let's go to WhatsApp. And Valanya Kotia says, I think it is a mere dream and he's entitled to his opinion. Dreaming is not bad, but the reality matters the most. Someone should tell him. And this one says, good morning. Please, President Nana Addo and his most competent team are doing very well. NDC ruled the country more than other party in this country, yet they cannot solve all our problems. So they should give Nana Addo a break to focus on his agenda of rebuilding, reshaping and transforming Ghana again into a brand new Ghana for us. This is from Ernest, and another WhatsApp message says, as the former president said during the unity walk in the Upper West region, that the NPP needed the Obinim sticker. Surely they need it. But on the other side, the current Minister for Information, Mustafa Abdul Hamid, also says the governing New Patriotic Party will easily win the 2020 presidential elections if former President John Dramani Mahama leads the National Democratic Congress Party again. According to the Information Minister, the NPP will win, though the former president has been touting himself as a competent leader. Let's read some of your comments on Facebook. Let's go to Hamid, who says, whether competent or incompetent, that's none of my business. Just need a reasonable thinker and not a liar. And Daniel says, but you should be happy if the man will lead and get his party to lose. Why are you complaining? And Mohammed says, very lame arguments coming from super incompetent misinformation minister. I just don't understand why NPP always catches cold anytime Pres Mahama coughs. Ernest says, no disguised armed robber like you will be president. Sorry, let's see if we can go up to more of the comments on Facebook on that matter. And Albert comes in to say, please, how many times does Mahama want to be president? He should give some of us a chance to chop presidents up. Ghana is no Zimbabwe or Libya. He got 2 replies. Let's see if we can get those replies. And this is from Don Blair, who says, Mama and entitled NDC are a greedy group. And Carlos Silim says, lol, why are they rather focusing on Mahama instead of fulfilling their promises? Where is Dr. Baumia? When he was in opposition, he deceived us very well. And Joe Jr. says, Apu, provided there's any, Ghana lacks political options, and that's why things remain in this manner. And Ya Jose says, why? You fear? Well, wait with your red. Oh, okay. And Polo Moore says, you guys should forget about Mahama. Even Akwa Donko can do better than him. And Troya Sunday Williams says, the last time NDC said same about Nana Addo, they landed in opposition. Sit there and be dazed by the power you have now. Michael comes in to say, former President Mahama doesn't have any good records to win political power again. Ghanaians don't have short memories, but very intelligent and politically matured now. Former President Mahama, who's on record to have received a car bribe, is a poor record of him. Let's take a few more comments. And Edward says, look at this. Okay, let's go to Paul. He says, Mr. Hamid is speaking in parables, means they're afraid of Mahama winning. And Benjamin says, some of these trash talks landed some opponent in opposition, and the wise ones are taking a cue from it. And our last comment we're going to take on that matter is from Rashid Abraham, who says, it is very true. And our very last one is Bauer, who says, one of the super incompetent. Okay, let's go to WhatsApp now, and this is from Cape Coast, who says, okay, good morning to you too. And this one is from Godwin and Kofriada, who says, I can't wait. Yes, for now, until Nana's third year in office. And this one says, let them continue to daydream. How can Ghanaians choose JM instead of Nana Apu? And this is from Prince. And this one says corruption. And this one is from Kofi, who says, what does Kofi say? Kofi Sam says, please, okay. So Kofi is coming with his own agenda. Let's go to Akwatea Valanyo, who says, at least they'll create jobs for some people by printing banners and doing a lot of photographers for their demonstration. Some people will also get their daily bread. And this one is from Uncle Maxwell, who says, 2020, Mahama will get 34%. No rights-thinking human being will vote for this thief. Okay, that's your opinion. And let's take the last WhatsApp message from Tamale, which is from Washia, who says, good morning. Nana and his accomplice should exercise constraints on the choice of words when chances like that was given to him to speak on the day of his speech. So we're going to take a quick breather. When we come back, we've got some interesting stories. Stay tuned. But it's not... Welcome back from that short breather. Still watching Joy News Interactive with me, Mapisa CVD. Before I talk football, let me take some of your WhatsApp messages from the previous story. So this one says, Mahama has no votes in my generation. And this one says, good morning. So former President Mahama hasn't learned any lesson from his disgraceful defeat yet. It's still continuing with his hypocritical politics. And this is from Ernest. Let's go to Kofrieda, where Godwin says, let's wait for Nana's third year. And this one says, Mahama was right. Nana and his government are super incompetent, and we want someone who has Ghanaians at heart. Now, let's talk some football, and it's the second leg of the UEFA Champions League quarter-final matches. So it's a game against Manchester City and Liverpool. Let's see some of your Facebook comments on that. We asked you guys to predict, do you think, which team do you think will win? And Osei says easily 7-2, a rated win by Liverpool. And Brian Jeremiah says Manchester City 2 years versus one for Liverpool, and Roma 1 and versus 2 Barcelona. Michael Safo says Man City 1-1 and Liverpool. Roma 2-1 to Barcelona. Remember that Liverpool goes into the game with a 3-goal advantage after beating City by 3-0 at Anfield. And Kweko also says City win, both teams to score. And Kelly says Liverpool. And Citizen Ibrahim says City all the way. And David Sebastian says Man and Barcelona will win. So, City is bruised following Saturday's loss to Manchester United and will hope to regain the trust of supporters by winning. And AS Roma takes on Barcelona in the second leg of their game. Roma hopes to turn around a 4-1 drawing. So, now let's talk relationships. It's not Friday, but come on, relationships, everyday thing. I want to know, is there a difference between the two? Jealousy and overprotectiveness. And is it okay for your partner to be either of the two? So which will you prefer? A jealous partner or an overprotective partner? I mean, a jealous partner, I'm with my friends, he's jealous or whatever. Overprotective, you can't go out, he'll ask you where you are. And so for me, I really don't know. Jealous partner? Overprotective partner? But because this is your show, it's interactive, let's go to Facebook, where Brian Jeremiah says, I'll prefer overprotective to a jealous partner. Okay, jealous partners are very dangerous and are threats to human life. Jealousy can cause depression, and we all know what depression can do to humans. Eric Pa says, none of the above. These are not good virtues. We should seek to have a better version of ourselves each day than finding alternative between two odd virtues. All right, that's interesting. And Joe says, none, I guess. The former will surely run me crazy, but the latter will have me drown in my weaknesses. But seriously, we'll prefer the hashtag jealous. She makes you more hashtag responsible. And Wellington comes in to say, as wind cannot be trapped, why trapped humanity? Whether being protective or being jealous, insecurity breeds jealous. That's a very, very good point. Insecurity does breed jealousy. But Sulemana says none of them because they're all heartbreaking solutions. Balanya Akatia says, I will not choose any because merit and demerits are too much. And this one says, Biomancer says, I'm a I don't care partner. But if you're a don't care partner, what are you doing in a relationship? You're supposed to be like caring about your person, but okay. Al Hassan says jealous because it will lead to overprotection. All right. And Nana Jama says none please. And Aisha Abbas says none dear. Sandra Eli says none of the above. Mame Alma says none. And Julius says he prefers protective over jealous partner. Okay. And Evelyn says none. So those are your Facebook comments on Joy News on TV. Let's see if we can take some WhatsApp messages. This one is from Valanian Akotia, who says, okay, so he's talking about soccer, and he says bet me 6-0 for Barca. And this one says Liverpool will win City by 2-1. And this one says, wow, okay. So this one doesn't give us any predictions. But I wanted to go ask you, jealous partner over protective partner? Which one do you prefer? I don't know, jealous, quite sketchy, over protective. But at the end of the day, it's your choice, it's your relationship. So, you know, different strokes for different folks. This one from Uncle Maxwell says, I prefer a jealous partner than protective. Okay, all right. So I'm going to leave it there. That's all from the Joy News Interactive team. You guys loved yesterday's Motivation Monday video so much. So send us a WhatsApp on 055-815-7074 on what you'd like to see here on your most interactive show on TV. After all, we aim to please you, our viewers. From me, Mapisa Sibidi, adios. I leave you with the video of the day.
What do you need?
I need my goggles.
Where are they?
Somewhere.
Aiden, do like this. Open your hand and do that. What do you need? What are you looking for?
My goggles.
Where are they?
I don't know.
You don't know where your goggles are?